Some Earth Day events are bland corporate-sponsored affairs devoid of serious content. But this year, a group of high school students organized a colorful event but with a focus on climate justice and the need to keep fossil fuels in the ground. A large crowd marched down Commercial Drive in East Vancouver and gathered in Grandview Park.
It's created by my class, which is the grade 11 leadership class at Windermere Secondary School. We're under the name YFCJN, or Youth for Climate Justice Now.
Is this the most important place to talk about climate change in the world? Well, we have a local tar sands exporter here called Kinder Morgan, and it wants to send 150 million tons of carbon off our shores. And there's another pipeline in the north doing the same thing. That's 300 million tons of carbon. And then Port Metro Vancouver, it wants to make this the biggest coal exporter in North America. So that's another 100 million tons of carbon. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, the BC government says to us that our economic future hangs on gas, and it wants to send another 200 million tons of carbon out of BC. I know. Can I get a shame? Okay, so I'm not trying to scare you all, and I'm not trying to disempower you, because a lot of people have tried to do that. But we're only 4 million people, and we're in a democracy. So I want you to remember that, because when you look across the world, when you look at how much carbon people are dealing with across the world, nowhere else has as much as we have. If you take a country like Ireland, where I'm from, there's 4 million people in Ireland, the same amount of people here. There's 100 times less carbon going to come out of Ireland. So what that means, what I'm trying to say to you and what I want you to remember, is that you're 100 times more powerful than you knew before I started this. And I want you to remember how powerful you really are. If we say no to carbon here, that's 100 voices, 100 Irish voices or 100 Chinese voices saying the same thing. You're saying yes to a clean future. I believe that the future will say this: BC was where we started to deal with climate change, and we'll be a model for the rest of the world.